Okay, this is James from Automatic Trading Signals. Today I want to show you how to set up the strategies for the RD3. When we distribute the workspace for the RD3, the strategies are not inserted into the charts. Unfortunately, NinjaTrader doesn't do a good job of keeping the strategies saved in the charts. In certain situations that I from my life can't really figure out why or what the circumstances are that lead to them being removed, but they do stay consistently inserted once you set them up for yourself. It's only when you start to share them with other people that they don't seem to stick. So we just don't put them in there and instead leave it to you to add them. So in this video I'm just going to show you how that's done. In the RD3 workspace we have 6 charts. There's really 2 chart windows, each with 3 tabs, and each tab is labeled after the kind of strategy that belongs in it. So I'm going to, for example, work with the 3-minute chart. So this is a 3-minute chart of the MES, and I'm going to right click on it, select strategies from the pop-up, then select the ATS folder and the RD3 folder, and then I'm going to scroll through until I find the one that says RD3 3-minute. I'm going to click on that, add. Now there's one setting in here that you might want to change, and right now the account is set up to the simulation account. You'll be able to change this to your real account. You can do that now or you can do it later. For now I'm just going to leave it set as simulation and say OK. Now you can see that the text on the top of the chart is letting you know that that's the strategy name that's inserted onto the chart. And you can see in the strategies tab of the control panel that the strategy is listed there and it's running on this 3-minute chart. And this checkbox allows you to enable it or disable it. So if I go ahead and enable it, it's calculating, and when it finishes calculating it will do the historical backfill. Now I scrolled back a little bit. This was September 11th, and you can see it did a short trade here. It might be hard to see, but there's a dotted green line going to line up with the exit signal. So those are displayed from the indicator. This red arrow here and the green arrow there, those are displayed from the indicator. The strategy itself, I just disabled it. I just wanted to show you something else. You can actually go in back where you started here to strategies and edit it. And there is a setting here that's called Show RD3, and I can turn that on and off. Now if I leave that off and enable it again, after it finishes, again, you really won't see any difference here, and that's because these indications are coming from the indicator that I already have in the workspace chart for you. That's this one. So I'm going to turn that one off just for illustration purposes. I'm going to set its visibility off, and now you don't see any of those indicators lighting up there, but you do still see the trade. So now I'm going to turn the strategy back off. I can edit it from here too, and I can go back in here and I can say show the RD3. Making the window smaller so you can see. Show the RD3 and press OK. Enable it again, and when it finishes calculating, now you'll see the way it looked like at the beginning. The only difference now is that these indicators are coming from the strategy itself. Turn it back off, everything disappears. So I like to have the indicator on the chart separately back to visible. Oh, that was off the screen. Let me show you what I did to make it come on and off. That was the visibility, the visible attribute. I just put this back on. It was off the screen. That switches it back on. Calculating. And there we have the indicator without the strategy running. I like to have the indicators running separately like this from the strategy, because what it'll enable me to do, let's get to the property here. I can run it in real time. Let me see how I have it set right now. The real time setting, calculate. Actually, right now it's not on real time, but if I wanted to, I could do on each tick or on price change. And what that'll do is, as the current bar is forming, if the indicator is looking like it's going to end up in an indicated state when the bar closes, it'll show up on the bar even before the bar closes. It'll show up and it might disappear. It depends on the finished state of the bar. So it's more of a heads up as to what's going to happen. So that's an option for you when you run the indicator separately. I don't like to run the strategies in real time. They behave a little bit differently, even though they're coded in a way that this should work okay in real time. There is a little bit of a difference because this is a two-state system, and sometimes the state intra-bar doesn't get reset back to the way it should be by the end of the bar. It's safer to run the strategy on bar close. So, that's why I have it set up that way. Let me see if there's anything else I want to tell you here. So I have the indicator running. I'm going to put the strategy back on. And after it's done calculating, you see that there. Okay, so if you don't like this text up here, what you can do is you can go into the strategy settings and you find the name property. Label, the label property. And if you just get rid of that, then you won't see that, message up there telling you about the indicator. Strategy, rather. Okay, so I don't know if you could see because of my colors, but so I put the RD3 3-minute on the 3-minute tab, and I would move along and do the same with the other ones. I'd put the 5-minute on the 5-minute tab, the 10 on the 10, and over here we have the RD3 base, the HP, and the 240. There are strategies named after those as well, so that's where they go. Okay, that's it. That's what I wanted to share with you today. Again, this is James from automatictradingsignals.com. Have a great day. Bye-bye.